if you watched my previous short, my previous video and short, I was going over the market today, and it was about here. And I told you kind of what was going to happen. It was about here. I told you what was going to happen, and it's happening. 538 seems like a good base that they're trying to hold. Retail loves it, but you have to do a lot of this. You got to chop around. And you got to really get out all the people that have that 538 average or that got in at the 538. They're trying to break that. So it's going to chop and chop and chop. So we'll see. This is a very strong move here. Very strong move down. Did they make their money? Are they done? Could be. Are they, is it time for them to reverse? We'll see. Maybe they're going to pump it up a little bit higher so they can cover their shorts and then start shorting it. Let's see. Could be the dip buy, though. Could be the dip buy. Could be the dip buy. 29, 24. Could be the dip buy. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 5% from all-time highs. Historically, 5% is the dip buy. It was right here. And then maybe it is here again. When something is extremely bullish, you get rewarded for buying the dip, especially when it's SPY. But I do know that big money, once they change direction, they want to get a good price. So we hit this 533 right around here. And I think this is the true support. Unless we break the 533. I mean, I would love to go a little bit above that 533 and, dip by at 535, another 0.5% from here. And look at that new low. What did I say? 0.5% up on, down on the day. Manipulated. Retailer, they're trying to cover it a little bit, trying to figure out what to do. Are we going up or are we going down? But it takes a minute. I think they're going to decide that it's going down. And we can just watch it. Feel free to skip the video a little bit, just like the 45-minute video. You can skip through a little bit or just put it on instead of watching TV or, eating a meal. You can watch my videos and get a bit of real-time education or, just talking to a friend, just watching the market with me and see how things work together. But 538, I do want to pick up some shares here. I mean, I have a decent amount in at this current price already, so I don't think I should. And just because I'm only down, 0.25%, 0.35%, 0.5%, whatever, that's not a reason to buy in so much heavier. We're already in a down direction. We're doubling on this. So typically 1, 2, 3, boom, it goes up 3 points, or 1, 2, or it's 1, 2, 3. And then on the third or so, it doesn't hold it and it drops. So you could have that 2% drop or 1.5 to -1. Don't know. It's 22 to 32 basically. And this is basically 60 or 58 to 38, $20. Wow. And then this is $53 to probably $33. Boom. But in the short term, that is making lower lows. That's not good. But if 33 is the base and we kind of just chop around there and then come back to highs, that's also very possible because this is pretty low right here. But I don't want to be buying right here because I do think I already have some shares here. First of all, I think 538 is a great price for SPY. It's down 4% from highs, but it's not an amazing price. An amazing price would be closer to 10% dip from highs, which maybe we're going to get. Maybe we possibly won't, or a 5-6%. But let's see what's going on. Looks okay. Looks like retail, they're kind of just waiting. You know, big money is kind of just waiting. And look at big money. Boom, 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 boom. Big money deciding we're going to buy, or this could be retail. We'll see. This is live trading with 9 to 5 to Riches, or with Daniel. That's my name. Live trading with Daniel. You know, throughout the whole day, you could have made or lost millions to thousands to hundreds of thousands to hundreds to dollars to cents. It's all off the percentages. It depends on your risk tolerance, how good you are at timing, and your, you know, patience level and everything. Today, 538 isn't really holding. 538.50 is what appears on here. So we'd probably want to hold this to remain bullish. What scares me is we could hold it. We could. I mean, there's tons of consolidation here, but it's like the low 538, and then it shows that it just held 540. You see what I'm saying? It can do that. It can show on the chart that it held 540. Or it can be like 538.50 on the chart because it says 538.50 here and then it says 538.90 here. So you can see here, big money made money. They dropped it, made money on the way down, of course, and then they're doing it again for a short-term move, and they are making money on the way up and the way down, and they're pretty aggressive. There's high volume here, but what does big money want to do? That's the question. And leave a comment below. How's your day going? How's your week going? How's the wife? No wife? Good job. I don't have one either. How are the kids? Let me know. How's the dog? How's the portfolio? You know, would you like me to start a Discord? Is the channel too small for that? We don't know. Also could have been buying SQQQ, the inverse. I'm sure some people are making money on this. When SPY goes down, this goes up. So look at that, opposite. We had this formation opposite. 1% up on the day. Nice little 1.5% gain. 1.4, 2.4. Made a 1% right here. I mean, that's a pretty steady uptrend right there and there. And if this is so steady and this goes up when the market goes down, looks pretty damn good for the market to go down. Just like that too. Yep, that double bottom. Where else do you see a double bottom? Not much. There's one right here, but it showed more weakness. That's why it kind of fell. This is a higher high. Double bottom showing some support here. When there shows support, could be a reversal in the trend, so we don't know. But because I'm not overexposed to the market, I don't have a huge amount in SPY, or I'm not overly exposed in Tesla at the moment. I was up 120%, but I don't care. I'm up 80% now. It's not a big deal. $500 fluctuation on Tesla position. NVIDIA position, also a couple $100 fluctuation. Okay. Apple, don't have much, but nice, up 25%. Same thing with Amazon, up 2.5%, 3% still. $220 on Amazon. I think it's a little expensive, but it's still a good deal. You know, it's still a little pricey. Same thing, Palantir, 70% or so. Meta, still above 100%. Neo still down probably 85. Yeah, it's crazy. Neo has been fluctuating at negative 80 to 85% all year. This is all it does. It just goes sideways. Honestly, you can make money on that if you do credit spreads, but there's also crazy spikes and dips. It's not talk about that one. That's talked about that in previous videos. So VU or SPY, what are you doing? This is retail trying to pump it. Oh, we'll pump it again. It's gonna happen again. We lost so much money on this. We're gonna pump it again. Oh shit. Big money's not with us. Oh, it's just retail. It's gonna chop around like it's 10:36 a.m. Day's over. Day's over for these big guys. So be patient. And big money controls the market. Either have some shares here where we are now. You know what? Let's be a little greedy. Let's buy one more share. Honestly, it's probably a better time to buy when it's this type of trend at the end of the day. I don't think we're going to get another reversal, that quickly. I think we're going into a bearish pattern because of the recent. You can honestly get a bounce here, though, midday, and then come back to 543 or so. And that would be 1% move, capture 1%. Not a big deal. There you go. There's that weakness. Lack of strength. Just retail trying to prop it up. Just a woman walking her dog. Yep, there's the weakness. Let's just put this right there and watch. Oh, there's a lot of strength here at 538. But what this can tell me is if we do go down to 530s, 535, 530, this 540, it's just building more resistance. The big money's telling you, nah, we don't want 540. We want to go down direction. Okay. Especially this right here. As you keep going, you get more signs of where the market direction is trying to tell you to go in the short term. One share at 538.08. Probably going to fill it at 538.10. Oh, 14. Okay, so we got one share. So, FOMO. Okay. 538. Nah, not a bad buy, man. I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm not going to hate myself for buying under 540, I don't think. Unless, we're down 10% and I don't have any money left. But there's 14K in here, 26 shares. And I'm just going to go back to work, chill, close my eyes, go about my day. This is the right way to do it. 17K in here and 14K in here. I'm not overly invested. I'm pretty heavily invested, I guess. More than 50, I have 50% of my money is in one stock, which is SPY, which ETF, not really in one. There's a reason why people that pick individual stocks, I'm talking about any stock, they don't even make the 25% a year. You know why? You might not know why, or you might know why, but this is the results. So don't pick individual stocks. Just buy SPY. Buy VU. You know what, financial planner, financial advisor is going to do for you? This guy's going to do the same thing I'm doing. I'm going to charge you 10K a year, charge you 5% of your returns, your interest, 10%, 20%. And he's just going to put it into like SPY or VU and then put like a small percentage into like something riskier like Tesla, 20, 30% of that in Tesla. Maybe he's going to be VTI he's going to buy, or he's going to buy Dow Jones or QQQ, a little bit of that. But the majority is just going to be VU or SPY. There's not Not too much of a secret. People think there's a massive secret that no one knows how to get rich from a young age. You got to do all these things. Yeah, you do. But you can also just put some money away on the side in stocks and investing. You can do that too, because that works. You know, 30, 40 years, maybe, 50, 60 years old. I think about that too. What the heck? I don't want to take my money out when I'm 50 or 60 or 70. But what happens to the guy that never invested and he's 50, 60, or 70? He doesn't have any money to take out. Good luck. Maybe he did well, maybe he didn't. If you didn't do that good like most people. You did average, whatever, you're average. You don't really got much to put away. You don't really got, your energy levels are shot. You're 70, you're 60, you're 70, you're 50. Your energy levels are shot. Even if they're not, you're taking test testosterone or something, can boost your immune system and your health and everything at an older age. Even then, you want to do things when you're relatively young. And young is relative, young is perspective. You could be young at 50, young at 40, young at 10 years old. But yeah, look at that. Just retail. I'm just, I know the direction for the day. It's a Tuesday. It's a dead cat, little dead cat, whatever you want to call it. Dip buy, another day to buy, 5, no. I don't think so. I think that how aggressive this drop was, going to 538, and then this is retail. Right here, retail pushed it a couple dollars, but still under 545. And then now big money's taking that profit, and they're just going to keep dropping it. But, to each their own. Everyone has their own perspective on the market. Some people are right, some people are wrong. But if you have a decent risk tolerance and your tolerance is just whatever percentage of money, if you have $100 and you don't want to lose $100, your risk tolerance still may be the same as me. Maybe, just because you have $100, don't put the whole 100. Why would I, just because I have $1 million or $10,000 or $100 or $5,000, why would you put 90%? Put 20%, put 15%, 5% dollar cost average every week. Invest 1% of day until you fully invest that. You got to have, and everyone has a different risk tolerance. This is what I have invested, and I told you I got about 50, 60% in cash compared to what I have in SPY, and I'm willing to trim SPY. I don't think, if SPY goes down 5, 10%, I'm not going to panic. I'm going to have money to buy the dip. If, you're all in on NVIDIA, Tesla, Celsius, some random stock, Snow, Hood, and it drops by 40%, and you panic sell, when it's up 10% from there, and you're like, oh, I have another chance to get out. Now I'm going to get out. Retail newbie move. I'm sure you guys done before. I've done it before. You're going to be like, shit, I took all this risk trying to make more money. I should have just done the original safe way to, consistent. Maybe that guy's only up 20% for the year, but I'm down 20% for the year. Now I got to make back 40%. Just for some crazy shit. So, that's kind of what happened to me here. I was down 20K. I had to make back nearly $15,000, if not more, just to come back to the level I am now. So instead of being up 15K, I have never been up 15K. But what have I've paid the price of knowledge and experience throughout these years. Lost money, but I earned the right to make my money back by learning the market and being patient. That's why I made my money back. Not just because I got lucky. It's not about luck. There's a little bit of luck involved in everything in life. That's just life. But there's a lot more of experience and skill and patience and discipline, which comes with age and experience, which is more important than luck. Because luck is luck. You're not going to... Luck is a small probability. Very, very, very small. That's why it's called luck. Average probabilities, high probability, is different. It's like I'm explaining this to a child, but some of you guys need that. Because you really don't get it. You're just going to keep doing some bullshit until you figure it out, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to start DCAing SPY. All right, guys, subscribe, leave a like, watch the other videos, and I'll see you in a new market update when the market is different from where it is now. If we're going to be at lower lows or higher highs. Let's see. Have a good one. Leave a comment, subscribe, like if you like the video, and be patient. Keep an eye on the market. Don't stress. It's easy.